All right, welcome back, kings and queens, y'all. We are talking the astronomer CEO, Andy Byron. Listen, his wife is not playing with him. First things first, we're going to talk two things about this guy. There's this phenomenon, this notion in psychology and human psychology that people don't just do something one time. Typically, if you catch them doing something or know of them doing something, it's because they've done it before. We should have known that HR chief was not his first side chick, his first knockoff, his first sneaky link, his first entanglement. According, listen, allegedly, let me say allegedly, it's being alleged that he has been caught up in an alleged $40,000 OnlyFans scandal. Now, Mr. Andy Byron, I don't know if you know, but you may want to go talk to Shannon Sharp because this can get really expensive, sir. It's being alleged that his wife leaked his messages with an influencer and this girl on social media named Sophie Rain. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Mrs. Byron. Finally, a woman that is not going to make excuses for her husband's messed up ass behavior, a woman who's not going to stand in the gap and bend her spine all the way back just so that he can come out looking like a child of God. We are going to talk about it. Let's do it. For those of you who are just tuned in, or if you're new to the channel, welcome to the palace. I am Queen Sheba. I cover a variety of hot topics specific to reality television, but most importantly, I hone in on the psychological and the behavioral traits of the Black experience.
Subscribe now.
It just keeps getting worse for this guy. Not only is it being alleged that he plans on suing Coldplay, y'all. We're going to talk about that too. Sir, the white privilege of it all. Really? You are the one who cheated on your wife, yet it's being alleged that behind the scenes you're talking about suing Coldplay for emotional distress. Somebody needs to slap some sense into somebody. But anywho, just when it seemed like the dust was settling, and I want to quote my source, I had this alleged gossip and regarding him being with this OnlyFans model probably 3 or 4 days ago, but I didn't feel comfortable because listen, somebody sent it to me. I'm like, well, I don't hear anybody else talking about it. And now that more media outlets are coming out to talk about it, I feel a little bit more comfortable. So I'm going to cite my source as The Blast. So anywho, just when it seemed like the dust was settling from Coldplay concert, honey, things have taken a turn, and I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad about it. Andy Byron, the now former CEO, y'all, they got his ass up out of there. It's getting even messier for him. His wife is not playing with him. And Megan, I don't blame you. Megan dropped his last name. She's now going by Megan Kerrigan. She reportedly leaked private messages exposing her husband and his interactions with an OnlyFans younger girl. Okay. He likes them young. He likes them dark hair. What were you doing with Kristen Cabet? I, what is your sign? Are you a Sagittarius? Because they say Sagittarius be all over the place. Let me look up his sign because he done gone from his wife, a dark haired, his wife is dark hair. Kristen Cabet is a blonde, an older blonde, and Sophie is a dark haired younger brunette. Let me look up and see what we talking about as it relates to his sign. Hold on. Damn, I was loud and wrong. Andy Byron is not a Sagittarius, y'all. He's a Virgo. His birthday is September 14th, and he was born in 1977. Sir, you know better. You're 50 years old. You're 50 years old. And Megan, here's what we're going to do, Megan. If listen to me very, very carefully. I hope I'm saying this, ladies. I hope I'm saying her name right. Megan, this is what you got to do. You got to go ahead and file for divorce because it seems like you're headed that way, okay? You got to go ahead and do it. Pull the cord, strike while the iron is hot, get your money before Kristen come in and try to say that she was coerced and she's a victim and this and this and that and the CEO made her go. Get your money, girl. Get in there and get your money and establish your legacy for both you and your children. And I love the way that you're handling this, Megan. I love the fact that you found a backbone in all of this and you are kicking ass and taking names. I love the fact that you opened up a can of whoop ass on his ass publicly on social media. That's exactly what I'm talking about. And we would not be mad at you, Miss Megan, if you decided to come back and spin the block in divorce court, okay? Because he publicly embarrassed you, girl. So you have every right to drag his ass all across the streets of social media, YouTube, and wherever you deem fit because you are the first lady, okay? Period, point blank. But y'all, check it out. So his private text messages were leaked and exposed by his wife. And he's been dealing with this girl named Sophie Rain. Check it out. And this is why I believe it's true. This is why I believe it's true. Because according to the screenshots shared by his wife, he used a secretive messaging app known as Finsta, FINSTA, to pay up to $40,000 for explicit video calls with Sophie Rain. Sophie's a well-known content creator on OnlyFans, okay? And in one message exchange, I guess he reached out to Sophie because he wanted some of the good old explicit text messaging, video messaging. Um, and he gave her a heads up that he was married, to which she replied, "It's all good. Most guys I talk to are married." Oh. And then she replied, "Give me 5 minutes," with a winky face. Like, let me get ready. Okay. Give me 5 minutes to get this thing ready. Watch this. He's remained silent, but Sophie did manage to speak out. She didn't give out too much detail. She didn't give out too much detail. She did not confirm nor deny, but she did offer an exclusive statement to the blast where she kind of tried to distance herself from the scandal while offering, listen to this, offering to support his wife, y'all. A hot ass mess. She says, "I cannot comment on who my clients and donors are, but this situation is crazy as it is. As a Christian, I do not condone this type of behavior," Rain said. "I don't disclose my donors, but I am here for his wife if she needs a friend through these times. I know this type of thing can be hard. If she has any issues at all during this time of uncertainty, she can reach out to me." Whew, y'all, as the world turns, child. She said, "I would love to talk to her and reassure her that this guy is just a bump in the road." Sophie, I'm going to need you to say less. I'm gonna need you to say less, Sophie. I'm gonna need you to take this a little bit more serious. But then again, I guess if I was young and dumb like Sophie and I'm getting 40K per CEO just to see me, I guess I would have that type of advice as an airhead. But anywho, Rain even gave a nod to her love of the band at the center of the chaos. "I am a huge fan of Coldplay. I'm glad this happened," she admitted. "Cheaters are the worst people on this planet. I applaud Chris Martin for integrating this into his show." Sounds like Sophie has a bone to pick with you, Andy. But Sophie, aren't you the one that was on the text messages saying it's okay, give you 5 minutes to get dressed, wink, wink, because most of your clients are married? Which one is it, Sophie? Are you glad it's happened, or are you just saying that? And this is why I believe it's true, and his wife leaked it. Because Sophie, when it's not true, y'all, most people, they're inclined to say, "I don't know this man. I've never seen this man. I feel sorry for this man. This is not one of my clients." And although I am not at liberty to expose my client, I can confirm that he's not one of them. He's not one of them. Dang. Now let's go on to talk a little bit about Andy Byron intending to sue. And guess what he's citing? He's citing or plans on citing emotional distress and invasion of privacy. Stay your ass home the next time you want to cheat, or take your ass to a Motel 6. Okay? How dare you? The audacity. The audacity to cite invasion of privacy while he's planning to sue the band at the event. Okay? I mean, and the event organizers, y'all. He's planning on suing the promoters and also Coldplay. A source close to him expressed that he didn't consent to being filmed or publicly humiliated. Sir, why don't you have a seat? Neither did your wife, and I hope she takes you for everything you have. Megan, you better go now and start cleaning out those bank accounts because it sounds like this guy is one fry short of a Happy Meal. Okay? It sounds like this guy doesn't give a damn about anybody with the exception of himself. With the exception of himself. I mean, how low can you go, Andy? You're in public, for God's sake, with your mistress. And you also have another relationship, another entanglement going on the side with Sophie Rain. And now you have the audacity to want to sue Coldplay. Get yourself in a good Bible-based church, sir. I expect nothing less from a CEO of this sort. Many years ago, Forbes magazine did an article about sociopathic and psychotic traits between serial killers and C-suite level executives. This is a perfect and a prime example that this man gotta be batshit crazy. That's it. That's all.